I'm Kiara.
Hi, I'm Tanesha, and you're now entering Sister Chat. Welcome to Main Event Mamas. Woo!
So excited to have you guys back. This is such a big, long weekend of wrestling. Are you excited that we're going to be on Wrestling Palooza this weekend?
It's a lot going on. I don't, between that and dance and basketball, I don't know. I'm gonna be there.
Don't be a killjoy. That's right. You're going to be there. Yes, you are. So we're going to be talking about Saturday Night Main Event. We're going to be talking about Great American Bash because you're not going to miss that one, right? And then we're going to talk about Evolution and all the surprises to come. So you and your kids are going to be super busy watching wrestling this weekend.
Of course, in between basketball games.
And I'll also be on a live stream. So super excited about that. Stay tuned.
I may pop in and out depending what's happening in life.
Let's kick it off with letting you know this is your opportunity to hit that subscribe button because I was about to forget again, but we're not going to do that. We're going to remind you that this is your time. This is your moment not to miss any content because we have a lot coming your way. You always know we got a lot to say about these PLEs, and Evolution is a huge moment for us. So I would suggest you hit that bell right now so you don't miss not a moment of our thoughts.
And the ones who think I talk too much, you don't have to watch. I mean, you should watch, but clearly you watch.
Who said you talk too much?
Oh, there was somebody on TikTok that said I talk too much. They told me, shut up.
Whoever said that, you're not invited to the sister chat. You could just excuse yourself because that's the whole point of a sister chat is to share your thoughts.
We're supposed to be talking. We're supposed to be chatting.
This is what it is, the podcast. Okay, but let's kick it off with our segment. The streets are talking.
What they saying, girl?
Girl, so many things. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with my sympathies for Seth and Becky's California house that got robbed, according to TMZ, because, I'm going to source where I got the information. $10,000 in cash was stolen from their home.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cash in their home. But people, why are we trying to find out where wrestlers live? Why do we care? That is not a thing. We don't need to be looking for people. Like, we just need to see them weekly on our TV shows. You need to see them when you buy tickets. You get the meet and greet. Other than that, leave them alone. They deserve their peace. And they're calm. And they have a family. Don't be breaking into people's houses. So we hope y'all get y'all stuff back. I'm sure it's insured. But also, whoever did it gets punished to the full extent of the law because that's not okay. All right. Secondly, we want to give our congratulations to Kalani and to Mello on their engagement. They're one of my favorite couples. So that gorgeous ring. Girl, yes. I was waiting. Once I saw that ring in that picture on Instagram.
And she made sure she had that on at the NXT on taping. So
she did. She did. And it was fantastically beautiful, brilliant, excellent work, Mello. Excellent work. Also, since we're already talking about NXT, what you think of Shayna Baszler's testing producer match with Kalani and Lainey Reed?
I think she did good. I think it was good. I think the segment was good to lead up to that. And then once the match was over, I liked the fact that Kalani was like, all right, I'm done with you. See you later. Bye. Like, you go have your little feud with that person. I just want you to know that you just talk too much. And I just had to
and that she had just got here. And,
I just had to remind you.
Nobody asked her. You know what I'm saying? She just got here. So, yeah, I also thought it was really good. I thought there was a little bit more of a vicious flavor, especially to how, like, she went after her knee. And I loved it. I was like, this is a really good opportunity to see them be a little bit more grittier and to give Kalani a little bit more edge and to also give Lainey some edge because we don't know her. Okay, we don't know Lainey. So we just now getting to know Miss Reed. So good things. I can't wait to see more there also. Okay, you want to get into some controversy?
Sure. I mean, what is the streets of talking if we don't get into controversy?
So, I got two stories that make you go, what in the? So the first one, Mercedes Moné is saying that she, her new character, is everything Sasha Banks couldn't be.
Ooh.
Yeah, fighting words. But I've also the streets also told us she's in a new relationship with the Beast Mortos. And things seem to be going up flowers for her. She's collecting belts from around, promotions. She's doing well. She has a title match this week at AEW's All In. I forgot to mention that. But yes, that's also happening this weekend as well. So, I mean, what do you think about her statement on that?
You know, I get it. She has a love-loss relationship with WWE, and rightfully so. Okay. However, let's not forget what actually brought you to where you are was Sasha Banks. Because I don't think I think she was wrestling, but I don't think she was like...
She wasn't Sasha. She got that name when she got to WWE, yes.
Right, but the reason why we know you is because of you being Sasha Banks, not because of you being someone else. So I get it, you trying to do a new identity, but I think if you also was able to carry the name with you, Sasha Banks would be who
everything she's being right now is what you're
right saying. That's what I'm saying, because I mean, she always had the aura that I'm the ish, I'm the shit, I got this, that was the whole point. So to go, a CEO is a boss.
That's right.
So it's not even like...
And that song, CEO,
sucks. I actually like Sasha
I'm sorry you don't like it.
I don't. I think it's... But I also think her collecting all these titles is also getting to her head.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that she's not talented.
Right.
But what I am saying is...
maybe it's too much.
It is. I think someone needs to knock her off her peg. Because also, too, we also know certain things are scripted, right? So we know they know who's going to get the belts. And I think...
But there's also stuff behind the scenes. Like, you don't just get a belt to get a belt.
Right.
You get a belt to kind of...
Right. But the reason why she's at AEW is because of the things that carries with her because of Sasha Banks. Just like when she went to Japan, they took her to Japan because of her being Sasha Banks.
Her resume, basically.
Right, her resume. So it's also like, you can politely say you're never going to be Sasha Banks again. Like, even if you go to WWE, you ain't going to be Sasha Banks. You ain't coming back as Sasha Banks. You're going to stay who you are without pretty much putting the character that puts you on the map down.
Okay, that's a fair viewpoint. I think I get what she's trying to say, because in a lot of ways, Sasha was limited by the vision, by the powers that be. And even if she was in WWE now, it would still be that way, right? Like, it's not like too many people who get to dictate what their character does and says and has any control in any way. Now, I don't know if she actually has creative control or not, and I could care less, frankly. But I can see your point that sometimes it's a little bit egotistical, but I think that's where she's trying to go right now. It's hard to see. What I'm having a problem with right now is distinguishing who exactly Mercedes is behind the camera, which is, I feel like in WWE, Mercedes and Sasha were definitely two different people, right? So if I saw Sasha on the street, I'd be like, that's Mercedes. Probably not the same attitude. I think right now her character has kind of morphed. It's like superseded who she is in a way. And maybe that's what she's looking for. You know what I mean? Like, she went through a tough year not too long ago with the divorce and all the things. So maybe, and of course the breakup with WWE, that was a rough situation all the way around. So maybe this is her opportunity to just craft her own story. I could see it being a little obsessive at times, but maybe that's her character. I don't know yet. I honestly don't watch a ton of AEW to know. But I get it. I can see your point of view, and I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm going to give her a little bit more time and a little grace. And I hope she kind of loses to Tony on Sunday to humble her a little bit.
Because what Tony said, I ain't going to lie, that kind of was like...
yeah, we may not watch AEW, but we watch clips. So,
in that clip, I said... you know what? I ain't gonna lie, Tony. You kind of gave her a little bit of the running of the filth, and
yeah.
And that was
if I had to buy that pay-per-view, it would. I love Tony. I love Tony when she was in WWE. I think she does amazing work, and ever since she became that situation that she is in AEW, she's come into her own in a way that she really, you could tell she wasn't able to. So I wonder if that's what she means. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tony was able to become supersede this character into this whole new dimension of a character. And maybe that's what Mercedes is doing in this character. She's trying to leave behind the Sasha Banks of it all. The difficult part is that Sasha Banks is someone that we loved. So it's hard for the fans to distinguish.
Even when she was heel. Sorry.
Huh?
Even when she was heel.
Yeah, we loved her. Mm-hmm. We loved the boss. And so it's hard for a lot of fans to let that go, I feel like. But I also understand that she's like, listen, if you care, watch me and let this go and like, let's move forward. So I definitely think you have some valid points there. All right, let's talk about another controversy. Did you check out Jacob Fatu's new song with Rikishi, Hello?
Yes.
And so there is a controversy about him using the N-word and people not liking it.
He's black.
You know, they said, and by they I mean people on the internet, because I don't personally know what's going on there. They said they felt that he shouldn't have used that word, and it says it a lot of times. And I think this is an important conversation to have because, first of all, we're two Black women. We both use that word. It's both in our vocabulary.
Niggas is
it's kind of universal.
Yeah.
I mean, I use it in polite company, but I will say it at home if you get on my nerves. And maybe out in the streets when I'm driving. Depends. Anyone could be a, you know.
I'm about to say everybody's a nigga. White nigga, Chinese nigga.
You could all be.
Indian nigga, you nigga.
Depending, you know, because I don't feel like that's a race. That's a type of person.
Yeah, I don't. Y'all can revoke my black card all you want. I'm still going to be black. But I don't think the word nigga is such a... derogatory. What's that word?
Derogatory.
Thank you. I think I was saying it right the first time.
Yes, you were the first time.
It's not such a derogatory meaning. To me, I don't get so offended if someone calls me a nigga. Now, if you say nigger, now that's a little different because now it's like you added the ER, which means that does come with a different connotation. But if you're giving me the nigga
with the A,
with the A, I don't give a shit. You know why? Because I'm gonna call you a nigga right back. Like it don't affect me in any regards. And I think that's what the issue is. But for me, I'm still looking at him. He's black. Just because his ethnicity is Samoan. If he goes down south somewhere in KKK country, he black. It don't matter if he's Samoan, Pacific Islander. He black. And they gonna call him a nigga. Like a nigga, like you, like, and we about to.
Got you.
Yes, you know, we're gonna take you over there. Like, I'm trying not to say because you know.
Yeah, we don't want to. I don't.
You know what I'm saying? But
I still got PTSD from the roots, so I don't want to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, especially with this climate of what's happening, that is what he's going to be considered because of the color of his skin. It has nothing. Like when you look at your papers and they say what ethnicity you are and what race you are. Identify as, I guarantee you, he's going to tell you the race he identify as is black.
That's the problem with our paperwork is it's not necessarily clear, right?
Right, and I think that's where the confusion is because to me, and also like didn't he grow up in California? He probably grew and the reason why he went to jail and all these different things, and he was in the trap house. Listen, there's a different lifestyle that comes with it. Listen, I even know there's white people that sit here and say nigga. And it's because of the upbringing that they're with. Does that make them a racist? No. I'm not even offended. If you in my group and you a white person, now granted, y'all may feel some type of way, but I don't. Everyone's each to their own. But there shouldn't be no converse. It shouldn't be none because at the end of the day, if we all get rally up, he getting rally up too because he black. To the white people.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I appreciate your perspective. I have a complicated relationship with that word and that issue, and I think it's because I lived in the North and I lived in the South, and then I told y'all that whole Stone Mountain story. But I also feel like his lifestyle, what he raps about on the song. First of all, I like the song. I just want to say that. I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Rikishi's part. I was like, hey, drive this up the charts because it was nice. It was a nice little melody and all of that. I was singing it in the car, and it is now on my Spotify playlist. Just in case y'all want to know, we also have a Spotify playlist for our summer jams. Check out our website for it. It will be added to that as well. But it didn't bother me in the context of the song because of what he was rapping about, because of his lifestyle, because of his experience in jail. Like I it didn't raise my hackles any. Now, can I understand why some people would feel some kind of way? Sure. But I also think a lot of people on Twitter have nothing to do but be mad that they can't say it. So, all right. That's the up segment. We got to talk about all these stories, and then we're going to break down a prediction. So let's talk about the biggest stories from SmackDown, okay? The Bloodline situation. So we all know that this week, Solo introduced his new family tree, MFT. You know, my family tree. Not the best name, but okay, we're going to roll with that. And then...
They should have went with my name. I don't know what's wrong with them.
I know.
I gave him some good ones. Man.
And we saw Jacob and Jimmy kind of get the brunt of the situation. And then we also saw them put Jacob through an announce table last week on SmackDown. So what'd you think about that whole segment, the entire story? I know there was a point where we talked about, we thought that the Bloodline was dying. And I think we were right, because it's technically not the Bloodline. But this My Family situation, how are you feeling about it overall? Knowing that we're headed to a Saturday Night Main Event championship match between Jimmy and Solo.
Well, one, I think it's about time Jimmy does get an opportunity at a title other than just tag team title. I think he has shown and proved that he is a team player. He can handle his own and things of that nature. However, I want to say I'm also right when I was sitting here telling you that they were going to eventually pair them two up.
You were right.
Because it only made sense. As he's gravitating, he was trying to grab them, you know, and like, even I love that segment when he was like, it looks like you need a tag team partner. And I was like,
not Jimmy popping up out of nowhere.
He was like, you know, he was like, you told me I need to get in where I can fit in. So
yeah, I mean,
which is funny because wrong, I mean, but you know, yeah, but in essence, it's also good too because they're cousins. So you see, like they have like their play off of each other is real good. As in, like, I don't really gotta say too much. We're here.
Yeah, we catchphrase. Yeah. Insert yeet.
Like, yeah, he was like, and then yeet. But I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping that they would come out on top. However, I also saw that probably wasn't gonna happen because Solo is now recharged. He has Beast on his side. So it's not like he just have one person. He has 3 people now to your 2. And I saw somewhere, this ties in, but I saw somewhere where there's a rumor that they are going to probably draft Jay and Sami to SmackDown to have them team up with Jimmy and Solo. I mean, and Jimmy and Jacob. Yes, Jimmy and Jacob. So now it's even match between the 2. Now, granted, I think that's a little cray-cray.
I mean, it is a little.
But if we're also getting...
rumor from?
I don't know, somewhere on
Okay, Instagram. It doesn't matter. I just was wondering if you knew.
I don't remember the name of their source, but I also made sure I said it was a rumor. So I didn't say it was true or not. But overall, I knew something big was going to come off of this match. And now, do I like the name? No.
You know, wasn't it my Tonga? Wasn't that what it was initially? My MF in Tonga? Wasn't that what the MFT was when the first time he said it? And I thought it was hilarious. And now it's My Family Tree, which
No, I mean, to be honest, they were just better off being Bloodline 3.0. Like,
I don't think so.
But I mean,
because we've been asking for a new name.
We have, but I don't think that name suits them either. That sounds a little cray-cray.
I also have a problem slightly with this name because I feel like maybe that's why they're breaking up that family on NXT is because they can't really have 2 families in the WWE universe.
But was it? But why?
The D'Angelo family. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that...
D'Angelo family? I thought it was something else. Because I watched them do a final sit-down, and I thought they said it was something else. Anyway,
no, it was the D'Angelo family. And I feel like potentially that's why, like, that's getting... Well, I think it's run its course, first of all. I don't want to say that. But I understand having a nomenclature, the 2 family type of situations. But yes, I really wish they would have come up with a different name to this.
Listen, they're sitting here calling Seth and company of Seth and then the wise man is not the wise man.
He's the Oracle.
That's the most stupidest. Like, you want me to say the Oracle? Oh, look, it's Paul Heyman, the Oracle.
He said, what? It's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. So he's an Oracle because he tells the future? No? Yes. Okay. Anyway, yeah, same. I agree with you in a lot of ways that I don't necessarily love this name, but I honestly didn't think Solo was a great leader the first time. So I don't know what makes this any different, but what I do appreciate, like I've said previously, is that his attitude is hilarious. Like, I like seeing him play off the other members and them being stoic and him being like kind of with the swag and the hee ha-has and all of that. You see a lot of that humor that we always got for Jimmy and Jay. So I was like, clearly your family. But we'll see. I love anything that has Jacob in it right now. I love Jimmy. I really hope that by any chance that he wins, and we'll get into those predictions later. But yeah, I mean, I felt like it moved the story forward. Now let's talk about the Wyatt Six and the tag team situation on SmackDown, because
they in shambles because they just don't want to fight them.
I mean,
they wanted them to go. They was trying to get a position. D&Y was like, "Come on, guys, tag team division." They was like, we leaving. Y'all are doing the most." But even though they all like, "You're right," we don't want.
But they don't like them, and that's okay. It's okay, because I wouldn't like them neither.
It's so funny, because then he was like, just want y'all to know, Wyatt Six is staying. They're not going nowhere. They're like, oh.
Not Nick Aldis talking about I'm not sending them anywhere. Yeah, I thought,
like, y'all need to get used to it. They're here. They ain't going nowhere.
I do want to say this one thing. I didn't necessarily appreciate the crazy the four tag team, half the partners of the other people being involved against the Wyatt Six, because it honestly, like, it only meant that they were going to be interference now because half of the tag team's out there anyway. It didn't stop the interference of it all. I do think it's a comical situation. I think the Wyatt Six looked great, though. I will say, after not seeing them for so long and then seeing them wrestle, and I was like, okay, I see y'all looking real good here. I think Montez and Dawkins are in trouble, which pisses me off a little because they deserve that tag team championship.
Well, I guarantee somebody gonna interfere.
I know. I was like, I don't know if that changes anything this week.
No, it doesn't. Someone's going to interfere. Even if they ban them, someone's going to dress. I guarantee.
They need to put everybody in a cage.
Hold on, wait. This is my prediction. My prediction. Let's say they ban everyone from ringside, right? Who is not in the match.
Okay.
But the Wyatt Six.
Well, did he do that last time? Did he do that last week when he told them they had to stay in catering, or they was going to forfeit something?
Yeah.
Be suspended or something like that.
But I predict, if this actually happens, right? That someone's going to dress up like they're a part of the Wyatt Six to cause an interference. To make sure that they don't lose the titles.
That would be funny. I'm enjoying this storyline. I'm enjoying that everybody's scared of them. I'm enjoying that Candace is scared of Nikki. Like, everyone's scared. And I kind of love that it's spooky and fun. And then I especially love seeing Uncle Howdy do the backwards thing, reminiscent of the Fiend.
I love how he plays tribute to his brother.
It touched my heart.
At the beginning. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I love the beginning as well, when they pay their respects to Bray Wyatt. That's like, he is us. This is why we are the Wyatt Six. And,
right.
And you could definitely tell this was Bray's brainchild that Bo has made sure that he kept alive and brought alive. Because I remember watching a special, just to go off topic for 5 seconds. I remember a special when Bray was talking about coming back and his idea and this and what he wanted and how he needed it and how he needed to have control and how they had the outfit picked and how all this stuff. And just to see that his brother is like, oh, I'm going to keep this going because you weren't just special to me. You are special to everybody else. And listen, I didn't like it when he was a Fiend because that actually scared me.
I did. I liked
that was a lot.
I love me some
That was a lot. Especially when he did the Playhouse. I'd be like, I can't watch this. So
that was my favorite part.
I'd literally be like, cover the camera. I'm like this. I'm like, I don't want to watch. And I was
Such a
just
scaredy cat. It was awesome.
But I just love that in general. But I think this segment, like you said, it is hilarious.
It's funny.
And this is a good storyline to also show how men could be scared too.
Okay. I would be scared if I was them. I don't want to be here. I'd have been hiding in the back somewhere. They would have to find me. Okay, so all right, let's talk the women's division craziness. So we got Tiffany coming out to the ring. Then we got Jay coming out to the ring talking about can't wait. Which I have a question here. Didn't we establish that the Queen of the Ring was going to get a title shot at SummerSlam? Or was that not established?
I thought it was supposed to be at SummerSlam.
So why is she coming out to the ring with some immediacy? I was very confused at that dynamic. Now, that being said, I just want to clarify that. Then we got the surprise of Trishy coming back. So, Trish Stratus is back for Evolution. And woohoo, we're excited to see Trish in the ring for her another title opportunity.
Oh wow, you're kind of you are.
Listen,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You keep getting lower and lower. You're like,
okay. Listen, I get Evolution is an opportunity to bring back a lot of the women from the past who have had a big impact on the wrestling business and WWE in particular. We've seen Trish a lot. I love Trish. But so I don't know that this was... Huh?
You saying it should have been somebody else from the past trying to come back?
Okay. I was like, if I was going to pick someone...
AJ,
in fact,
I had that in my head. I was like, I would love to see AJ come back for that title, and then I know
she's not doing this anymore, and so she might be like, forget that dream. But I also feel like this is again my argument with a lot of the situation. I appreciate you bringing people back, but you also have to properly use the people that you have. There's so many women in the women's division, so many that it's like. What? Of all the people, this I think speaks to the problem with the build that we've been talking about. It's just so random. It makes sense in storyline world because it's random, right? It's like, I decided I get to pick my partner. So I picked Trish. Okay. I mean, if you pick Barney, would that have like work too? Like, what? It bothers me that they don't use what they need to use. I just want them to use other people who are currently on the roster, especially for title opportunities. Like that could have been a match Trish had with, anybody, really. She could have had a match on that one. They could have did another tag team situation. But I just didn't get it. Natty's hanging out on Raw. She's with Maxine. Zelina is going to NXT. Like, excuse me, people. Use the people that you have. You have a lot of people on this roster. Is it because Stephanie wasn't home? She decided to go take a week off? That's what y'all decision is?
Well, Stephanie went to NXT too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I saw somewhere on Instagram, I don't know who the person who posted it, but they was like, well, since Triple H ain't using you, Sean said come back to NXT.
Yes.
So she was like, hi.
I'm back.
And I was like,
I know. I saw somebody right. She was in there for 18 minutes and they were roaring like she had been there for years. Driving story. But we love Stephanie, so I don't mind that. But I'm just saying, again, with proper storylines, you could have come up with a really impactful title match. Is this one impactful or is it just for shits and giggles? Just saying. On the other side, we have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte winning the spot in a WWE tag team fatal 4-way at Evolution.
I like that combo.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of do too.
I like that combo.
I like that they're spicy with each other.
Yes, they're spicy with each other, but they're also like, I ain't trying to be your friend. Okay?
I just want a title.
You just need to get over your little stuff over here. And you know what? I'm actually happy to see that Charlotte's going for another title than just going for that one.
Yes.
Because I'm like, you need to show you're well-rounded. not that you're, because technically to us, you're just getting handed a title. Like every time you come, you just get handed the title. Like, here you go, you get handed the title.
Yep. Not today. We're gonna do
Sorry.
this. Okay,
I can
so she
do
gets
this.
handed a title. Yeah,
she gets handed the title, but I like this build for them. I like the build that is happening, and I also
because there's a storyline there with those two.
There's a storyline there with them too, but it's also once again tapping into a way to get female wrestlers to either have a rivalry or get together other than a particular person. They're getting together because they have a common goal, and their common goal right now is just getting a championship. And since there's too many contenders trying to get the women's championship, well, let's use our sources, our resources, things that we're good at, and become a tag team. Now, granted, this also goes into the thing of now y'all just putting random people together, but
they are. But I don't mind these two because I appreciate their history.
I appreciate their history, and also I appreciate the fact that like their
camaraderie.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
I wasn't sure what you were saying, but I got you.
Well, clearly, by me tapping my head, I just sent it to you, your face, and your forehead. Anyway,
the twin energy. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But even too, when they tapped each other on the head, like even after she won, and then Alexa was like, "You're welcome," and
that
she
was
like
hilarious.
She was like, "You know what? I actually deserve that. I ain't even mad." That was like,
yeah. I loved it. I loved it. And speaking of Charlotte, I know I didn't talk about her piece in the Players Tribune, but it really spoke to me. I really appreciate Charlotte kind of bearing her soul that way. It was riveting. It was compelling. It was emotional. And it reminds me how much I like her. Ashley behind the Charlotte of it all. And how hard she's had it recently. Like, I think people forget that they're human and they go through things. And even her sharing how that 0 and 3 divorce record comment from Tiffy really shook her a little bit, because it would shake anybody, right? I mean, especially if it's something you're dealing with. Like, they just got divorced. I'm sure she was trying to save her marriage
right at the same time.
I wouldn't want to see my ex-husband every week at work. So especially because that love doesn't go anywhere necessarily, right? So I always feel like a bit of a familiarity and a bit of a fondness for Charlotte. And I feel like she increases that each time I hear more about her from a personal standpoint. I F with her, basically. I really appreciate her honesty, and that she took the time to write that, because I was like, that's a lot to go through, sis. It made me emotional, but it was a lot to go through, and I loved that piece. So if you haven't had a chance to read it, please do, because it was really fantastic. All right. I guess we're going to just go to Cody and Randy and Drew McIntyre and Cena. What is happening? Maybe you can help me understand what's happening here, because what's happening?
Break it down? Okay,
yes,
so pretty
please.
much Drew's upset that I guess Randy didn't win because Randy didn't bring out the Viper. Like, he didn't bring him out. He left the Viper at home.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Why did you do that?" And and Cody's just like, "I didn't want the Viper. This is what. Why would I want that? I already know who that is." And and Randy pretty much was like, "Shut the fuck up." Like, don't you think I think bad about that? I didn't bring the Viper out either. I could have sat here and brought his ass out, but did I really want to put my best friend up on the shelf? Not really. So fuck you. Take that shit. Okay?
Thank you.
And John Cena just had nothing better to fucking do. So there you go. That's your breakdown of that segment.
I don't think I have anything to add. I don't have anything to add. That was excellent. Thank you for breaking it down. And let's move on to Raw.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let's talk about Seth and them. The Brawns and the Pentas and the Sammys and the Jays and the CM Punks and the LA Knights.
We're just calling him the Braun. You the Braun.
We have so many players in this story, but it's an enjoyable story. Yeah. Seth looks great. Paul Heyman's now Oracle, apparently. Again, Braun out there breaking people.
Did you see when he was talking? When he asked for the mic?
Okay, yes. Let's have a spotlight on that moment because I wasn't expecting one of the Brauns or two of the Brauns to speak. It was a moment, and I appreciate how Seth just sat back like, oh, I guess that's what's happening. I didn't, I don't know if I signed off on this. I'm just going to be on the rope. And then...
Nah, he was talking bad shit. He was like, who said this?
And it was especially funny when Paul Heyman started speaking Spanish and Seth leaned over to one of the Brauns. It was like, when he learned Spanish, because I was saying the same thing while I was watching it.
Well, and I was like, tell he was a white man trying to speak Spanish. It was like, what?
I said, did Paul check out Duolingo right before this? Or did he catch a Babel lesson? I don't know, but it was fascinating to hear that. And then I especially loved when Braun number 2, the bigger one, reminded Seth that he put him on the shelf with 6511 tsunamis.
And he back there smiling like, yeah. And I'm like, nigga, what? He's talking smack about you in front of your face. You know what? I get it. I respect it because he's talking smack about you in front of your face. I
just sat there during that segment. It was like, well, I mean, this was a moment. But they didn't have to do that to Sami. So Sami's definitely on the shelf indefinitely because, yeah, he gonna go home and recuperate. I hope he feels better soon. But I love the match with Penta. I thought that was an excellent match. I love that LA Knight keeps coming in and causing drama. I am very much looking forward to the Saturday night main event match with LA Knight and Seth because first of all, I love Seth in general, but LA Knight and Seth is kind of a pairing I didn't know I was going to enjoy as much as I am now. And then of course, when you add all the rest of the people on, Jay is just hanging in, it's just hilarious to me. I find it so fun to watch and can't wait to see what's next. That's like one of my favorite parts of Raw.
We'll say the moment that Braun number 1, Mr. Breaker, the one who stays orange for the days of his life. When he had the mic and Seth was like, wait a minute, why he about to start talking? And he was just like, in that moment, he was like, I am by myself. I know I came out this ring with y'all, but I'm talking.
It's like he just rolled to the back. Like, I guess I'm sitting here.
But it still was like, he only sat to the back once he realized what he was saying. Then he was like, you know what, I can lay back because he got this out.
He could fall
but
back
at first,
now.
Initially, he was like, who the fuck did this nigga think he was doing? Like, who told him he could talk on the mic? I didn't tell him he could talk on the fucking mic. Like, and Paul's like, I don't. It looked like a scared,
that was it for me.
Looked like a scared little monkey. Like, I don't know.
Paul, I was like, Paul looks like that Roman look again. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I don't know what's happening. But so with that was great. And then, yes, once Paul got the mic back, and I'm not gonna lie, I started cracking up once I saw his whole face like moving. I was like, what's happening? My face moving like that and fanning back. Anyway, I was like, I didn't think that was possible.
Okay.
Then Seth goes to talk. And then Bronson is like, nah, I want that mic too. He was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Oh, okay, here, let me give you the mic. But yes, I think it was stupid for you to be sitting here smiling in the background of as he's talking shit, telling you how he fucking put you on the shelf for a while. And he was like, but I made him respect me. And I was like,
this Seth nodded that. Did you see that?
Yes, I
like,
did.
Did he nod like
he
yes?
Was like,
and I
yes,
was like,
I do. And I'm going, so let me get this straight. You got the two people that you're scared of in your thing.
I mean, that is smart strategy, I suppose.
It's a smart strategy, but also that's stupid because that means they can turn at you at any time. And what you gonna do?
That right there.
What you gonna do when they turn on you?
I can definitely see that coming. And I was like, we're about to have an Evolution breakup part 65 with these new people. So looking forward to that.
I hope they turn on his ass, right? And he don't turn on them, because if he turns on them,
who gets custody of Paul Heyman in the breakup?
I don't know.
It's gonna be the new people. You know, Paul Heyman always goes where the money train is, so it's gonna be the new people.
You know what? That's true, because he was talking like, you know, whatever. But I will say, I didn't like how the audience kept saying one more time for Sami.
Talk about this audience that I keep telling you about. Okay, who is at these shows?
I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that you wanted to see him continue getting hurt. Then on top of this, we also missed a part of Karrion coming out and attacking Sami.
All right. I'm sorry. No, we gonna go backwards here. I want to take it back to Scarlett in the back with Kathy Kelly just messing with our heads with that outfit on. And
I know they're like
I was like, they look fantastic. I was I was like, well, I was also distracted, and it took me a minute to realize that she was answering a question. I was just as distracted as Kathy. Okay. So thanks, Kathy, for helping us all be equally distracted by her. And then I love all she said was no. I was like, you know what, Scarlett? I F with you. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, I was good about to warn his ass. But you know what?
Never mind.
Nah, I ain't warning nobody.
No.
And here Sami goes coming down. And then he's like, I was like, oh man.
I said, not that pipe again. Okay, like, Karrion, listen. I mean, I can appreciate the ingenuity here, and that you out here. He said we was calling for him, and we got him, and I guess he's right. I mean, we didn't know we sacrificed to Sami, but we did what we could here, you know. And
so I
appreciate it.
Most Puerto Ricans everywhere. Once we got beef for life. That's just what it is.
Okay.
if I can quote Cardi B,
forever. That's what she said. Okay. Well, like I said, that was a moment. And I was equally distracted by it. But in Sami's absence, I hope that they don't make Karrion sit in the back. Like, he definitely brought the heat. So I was like, who else can be mad at him? Is he going to start feuding with Jay? Like, I hope not, because Jay, he waiting in line to get the title shot back from Gunther.
Okay, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how, I know you hate it, but let me talk about it.
You're talking about Gunther and Goldberg again?
Yeah. Because
I'm going to go to sleep. You can just go ahead.
Oh my God, so damn dramatic. So, but let's talk about it, because Goldberg, he was like, I ain't talking. You run your mouth enough for both of us. And you see Gunther like, but wait, hold on. He's like, I don't want to talk no more. We can do this right now.
Can we just admit it's because freaking Goldberg didn't have great promos? He just said the same thing each time.
Okay, fine, whatever.
I'm a man of few words because I can't talk. Is that what it is?
Whatever.
Just like I can't wrestle?
It doesn't matter. He knocked his ass on the floor.
He did.
And the look on Gunther's face, what ridiculous.
And the look on Gunther's face. Now you over here doing popsicles. Girl. And we're back.
The look on Gunther's face after he got knocked to the ground is priceless. Because Gunther was not expecting that shit. He was like, whoa, wait a minute. And then, as Goldberg is like, well, let's go, nigga, I'm ready. Gunther slowly ran out he quickly ran out that way. And I was like, oh, wow, look at you. Look at you. You scared like a little bitch. Look, talking all that shit and scared. I'm just saying. I'm actually looking forward to this. Do I think Goldberg's going to win? I don't know.
We're not there yet. We're in predictions later.
I know, but we can.
Anyway. We can allude to it. He better not win. Okay, so let's talk about the shrine. I didn't realize we were mourning Liv Morgan. So shout out to Roxanne for making sure that they were putting Liv to bed permanently. Because that shrine, first of all, if you have any Hispanic friends, you know that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? When you put a shrine up with their picture and the candles.
I know.
And so when Raquel was like,
there's no sign.
She's not dead. I was she goes, she's not dead. And then Finn's like, it's fine. It's fine.
And Raquel's like, no, it's not fine. What is wrong with y'all? What kind of nonsense is this?
I laughed so hard I was crying. I was like, poor Liv's at home. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like,
and Dominic's over there like, yeah, but you know.
I was like, excuse me. Most of y'all in this group know how big deal that is. So I don't know why y'all acted like it's not a big deal. It was really funny. And
can we talk about
everybody's got gold again. So Liv out there. Bye, Liv. See you when we see you. And then Raquel, she's rehabbing 2 times a day. She's coming back.
She'll be here sooner than you know. And it's like, girl, we all know she's going to be out for 6 months. I mean, how long are you going to just keep saying that she's not coming back tomorrow?
But Roxanne is, they getting real cozy. Roxanne and Raquel. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. I could see Liv having a mega beef when she get back because that's crazy. All right, let's kick it to NXT before we do the predictions. Oh, wait, did we miss something?
The cake. That Dominic.
Oh, my God. Oh, we can't forget AJ Styles. You're right. I'm sorry.
Because I'm not going to lie. I thought the cake came from Roxanne. And I was like, you know.
I didn't think so because it said get well soon. And it said AJ.
No, initially, I didn't see the AJ part. And neither did he. He was like, oh, use this. Like, what? Oh, and they're like, we didn't do that for you. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, now Roxanne definitely didn't. Okay. And
she would have gave the chicken nuggets. It would have been real simple. It would have been chicken nugget central. So, but it was funny.
Fact that AJ was like lurking, like, I'm watching.
Now he's a lurker. I was not ready.
I wasn't ready. And then, of course, he's like, I got a doctor's note. And it's like.
And then he disappeared. And
then he licked the cake. He's like, this is good. I was like, you were.
I was like, Dominic, how you know there ain't nothing in that cake that's going to hurt you?
It's like,
we should know better. I feel like they're a little naive to the things. And so, yeah, that's crazy work. And it was fun. And I will say, I do feel like Roxanne and Finn have given this new energy to Judgment Day, so I'm not quite as tired of it as I was previously, even though I was calling for them to implode. But it's kind of funny right now watching Finn with the maestro, you know, being a puppeteer, messing with everyone. And I was like, is like Finn and Roxanne in on this together? Are they trying to take it down from the inside? Like, what's happening? Are they just trying to turn them against each other? Like, I want to know. I want to know. So I'm invested again. So I don't hate that.
No, I'm happy they actually made it fun versus whatever the hell they were doing because that shit was boring.
That's fair. Now, are we ready to talk about NXT?
Sure. I have notes.
Okay. Well, again, we're going to talk about storylines, so you just have to get in where you fit in, okay?
That's fine.
Just like Jacob told Jimmy. Like, all right, so let's talk about the NXT Women's Division, the Battle Royal, the craziness. Like I said, we had Stephanie, Zelina, Natalya, and Maxine there. Okay, they're a tag team now, the Dungeon Dolls. How come we haven't seen them?
But you know what? That's a good one, though.
I like this, but I'm like, why haven't we seen it? And does that mean is that the Natalya that we've been seeing on the internet and not in WWE looking like a badass?
Because Natty, yo, those matches, I was like, break that.
Can we have that?
We need that at WWE, not this, whatever the hell y'all trying to make her.
I like that.
Godmother or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was excited. About this Battle Royal, and I still have thoughts about, we'll get to that when we look at the card, but I was excited to see everybody at least coming together. You had any thoughts particularly about that segment? All those people coming out, the fighting, all the things. Shout out to Stephanie for showing up to somebody else's job because she definitely didn't show up to hers.
You're so stupid. I think that they picked a good representation for NXT to be in the Battle Royal. I think that was a good representation, and I think that the whole little battle that was actually kind of good inside there. Now, granted, Ava was just looking like, "What's happening?" Like, why? But I liked it.
Okay. Let's talk about Ricky Saints because I like him. and him and this Gauntlet match.
Wait, why you say it like that? You was like, I like him. Ooh.
I did. But let me tell you, I didn't know who the Vanity Project was. I was like, who's these little white boys in this ring? And who got the title? And what's happening? I had to look it up. That's what they said their name was. But then it had the tag team, and it was called Swipe Right, I think. And so I was like, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, you're supposed to tell me because you watched it. You got nothing here?
I did not. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely
you skipped that match?
Interested. I definitely wasn't interested into that match. I mean, it was on, but I was cooking, so I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I like Ethan Page. I love it. I love the thing. I love it. The whole pointy. I am such a fan of both of these two. Like I said, from their AEW days. Looking forward to this Great American Bash match. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I didn't understand the extra people. I was like, I must have skipped a couple episodes because I was like, these must be people from Evolve that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So again, you're reminding me I need to go back and watch Evolve.
Yes, because Evolve is underrated. Free. It's free, but it's also underrated. Like I watched Callie's match, the battle,
the championship one when she was
yes. That was really good.
Was that a 4-way, you said?
Yes, it was a 4-way. It was a 4-way. And what was her other name? The one who she should not have got eliminated. She couldn't. I think she was amazing. I forgot her name. But
Kylie Rae?
Was it?
I don't know who you
I don't know. I'll look about. No. I think so. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. But yes, we do need to watch Evolve because it's a very underrated show.
I agree. But I just was like, who are these people? It was very fun, and I can't wait to see this North American Championship match. All right, now I know you have thoughts on this, so let me just give myself a minute.
Okay. I'm going to give you a minute.
All right, we're going to talk about this No Quarter Catch crew and Tabian Heights and that match for him to get his freedom. And go. There you go.
Okay. So I have thoughts and feelings about it. At first, when I first watched it, I kind of was like, what are you talking about? I was kind of confused at first as in what we were trying to do and where we were trying to go. But as the match kept going on, because first things first, I did not like that he had a mask on his face. That kind of like, what is this? Why is your mask on your face? But then once he got injured, I said, okay, fine. All right, whatever. But as it kept going, I didn't like how, to me watching it, it made me perceive that this was not the right way to try to get somebody to come out or get out. Now, granted, I know you sat here and told me, since this was my first time.
There's a story behind this, and this is exactly what Miles Bourne did. He had to defeat Charlie.
Yes. But still, to me, this goes into, I feel like it's, in today's climate, I think that was poor taste.
Okay. I can see why.
I especially once Charlie tripped up or had Tabian to get
caught in the
stairs. Mm-hmm. And then hearing the commentator saying, oh, either he smells blood or something of that nature. And now it's like, oh, he's going to start attacking him. And then understanding that the whole point was for the other one to win so he can just break free from the tag team or this group.
Yeah. The No Quarter Catch crew that hasn't really done much.
Right. But it's still like, I don't know. To me, it does seem, I don't want to make it a race thing, but it does feel like it's a race thing because it was a black and a white characters. The black person is trying to break free from the white person, and the white person purposely made sure he couldn't break free. Then you have the what's her name? Wren? Is her name Wren?
Wren Sinclair. Yep.
Okay.
Wren. Wren. Yes.
Wren. She's throwing the flag like, no, we're gonna stop it now. He didn't ask you to throw the flag. He was going to not submit. But then when you tell me the background story of it, even with Miles, I still feel that's a thing because Miles had a disability. So Miles had to fight his way to get out of something. You should just let them go. Like, this is not, I don't know. I took it, I looked at it in a different perspective especially with today's climate. And I didn't like it. I think they could have done something different with the story.
I mean, I get it. Like I said, because I saw the story good, with Miles, it was a good match. I feel like I'm still waiting for Charlie Dempsey to come into his own. And that no quarter catch crew situation just has floundered from the start, ultimately. And so it just hasn't really caught fire the way I think that they were planning for it to. And even when they had the match with Charlie against Lexus King, and he had his father Regal on the outside, and I just don't know, it just, something is not resonating with that group. And the crazy part is Vince Sinclair is actually really good, and Charlie's good, and this was a good chance to see Tavian's work. And I don't know, I just think they need to disband that anyway and figure out another way to tell this story with them, especially because we got this whole Dark State situation. I was like, I mean, there's other things we could be doing with people. So, but I also know that there's a lot of talent coming in from Evolve. I suspect we're going to see some releases again soon, because they're pretty heavy in this kind of Evolve and NXT roster situation. They're getting ready to bring 2 more talents on from the LFG show.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Troy, sir, excellent work. Okay. Way to make an impact. He's only been there, maybe 3-4 weeks, and Absolutely. My guy is amazing. And when I saw him on LFG, I just knew he was going to be great. But seeing him and fighting and beating up people and the matches that he's had, the one with Obafemi, I was like, listen, they gonna make money with this guy. And I think they did an excellent job recruiting him, and I think he came off even better, maybe from the LFG program, but even better. Mm-hmm. Also, now we have his story, so you connect more with them. So I wonder if there's going to be I almost feel like they need another show now, because if you're going to keep creating this content where we get to see behind the scenes and the stories, we automatically start attaching ourselves to the newer people that you have on this LFG show. We're not going to have that same relationship with the people that we have on NXT that maybe y'all haven't used that much. Mm-hmm. Or even think about Paxley. Tatum Paxley. I've seen her for a couple years now, 2 or 3 years now, in the background. I mean, she's been in different kind of rivalries here and there. Her Shotzi got let go, and that was her partner, and somebody else got let go who was her partner too. And it just Gigi, I think. And so it just kind of, she's fallen flat because we don't necessarily know her character. You see what I'm saying? So now I feel like the WWE needs to create another show, behind the scenes of NXT, and have us learn them too, so that it's not necessarily a disadvantage coming in from these people from LFG. And you're like, I mean, if you're not connecting with some of these people in NXT like me, I'm like, who is this person I've never seen before? And I would even say the people on Evolve, they even have more followings at this point because it's on free TV, A. And B, they're coming from the indies. And when I did start to watch that show, it felt very indie feeling. So I was like, oh, I might really get into this at some point if I have time to add to it. So I just think that's something to consider that they may want to do. And who would benefit from something like that? The people in a no quarter catch crew. The people who we see here and there in matches, but we don't quite resonate with. I think Lexus King should be on something like that, because the stuff I know from him is from AEW, right? They brought him in. We know he's Brian Pillman Jr.'s son. And yeah, that's, and he didn't want to be his dad. And now he's just somewhere around here. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's off. But regardless of my son, that's what I'm saying. I feel like now we need a companion to this NXT show that helps us fall in love with the talent there. All right. That being said, I am enjoying the hell out of this NXT and TNA situation. They got me about ready to add a new subscription, because the way that I feel about Mike Santana, the way that they're making me care about Joe Hendry, the fact that I am enjoying the hell that Trick is unleashing on these people, the people who keep coming back and forth, I was like, listen, I'm going to have to start watching TNA because I am enjoying anyone that they're bringing over, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, Joe Hendry is money. That song, I know you hate it. I understand.
I do.
But, like, I wait for him to turn around. Like, I'm like, this is it. This is my moment. Like, and then Santana has... I've heard that he's impressive people in WWE, and let me tell you something. That man was impressive as hell against Trick. I was like, when can we see him? But again, do you see what I'm saying? Like, now we're running out of space on this roster.
Maybe NXT deserves 2 shows. As in maybe not just a background, but to be able to
spotlight all talent.
Yeah, just like how we got Raw and we got SmackDown. Why can't we have like an NXT? I don't know. They can come up with a name. I can't come up with a name right now. My brain went blank. So, but they can still have 2.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't know if I think that that's an option, but I think
do NXT. NXT After Dark.
I was getting ready to say that. Look at that. That's that twin energy. Because I was about to be like, After Dark. Like, that would be hot. And it would give them another way to tell stories. I wouldn't hate that. That could just be on streaming too. Like, we could just add that to Peacock. You don't really got to
have to do like that. Don't have to be nothing crazy.
Or to Netflix. By the way, are you looking forward to this Unreal show where they uncover all of the super secrets of last year, Jay's Rise, that is coming out at the end of July?
No.
I'm nosy, so I want to know.
Why would you think I would be excited about that?
I
know I had a moment last week because I just don't think that, but no.
Okay. All right, you ready for the speed round?
Yay!
Y'all don't understand. Oh, Lord, help me. Sister's wild. All right.
Sorry, it's been a day, okay?
But now we're at the speed round.
Yeah, and you got your nieces and nephews coming in the door and keep talking to me.
We're starting. All right, we're ready. We're starting with NXT, The Great American Bash. This one's at 3:00 Eastern on Saturday. And we're going to go Javon Evans versus... Huh?
That was the same day.
No, it's Saturday.
No.
It's the same day as Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh, I thought it was the same day as Evolution. No? Evolution's
on Sunday.
So what's... Okay.
Actually, I don't even know. So I'm not going to confirm or deny. I'm going to check. Actually, right now, while we're here, I don't know.
If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Why do you always ask me questions that you know I don't know the answer to?
So
excuse me, the event will take place on Saturday, July 12th.
Okay.
At 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time, streaming live on Peacock.
Right. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy. Who is it? Who are you picking? Javon Evans is about... See?
Evans.
I'm going to pick Jasper Troy because he's a monster.
Oh, wait. Jasper Troy is the one who was the big one who came from... okay, no, I switched my answer. I'm going to say...
All right, we both do a Jasper Troy. Yes. All right, we got this TNA World Championship contract signing, which I think is going to go array with Mike Santana and Joe Hendry and Trick Williams. So I don't think we need to get into that. But anyway, North American Championship with Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints. Falls count anywhere.
I'm going to say Ricky Saints. But
I'm going to say Ricky Saints too.
Yeah.
We mean then again. Pick one, sis. You cannot waffle. We need to be more, hey, this is supposed to be speed. Pick it up.
I did. I picked. All
right. NXT Women's North American Championship. Sol Ruca versus Izzy Dame. And I didn't even talk about them this week, but
I'm going to say Sol Ruca because she has her partner.
Same. Fatal Influence, JC Jane and Fallon Henley versus Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. By the way, this segment was something to behold. That's all I'm going to say.
Jordan got a husband. I didn't realize that. Anyway,
yes, I did know that.
I didn't know that. They were so cute. Anyway,
they're very cute.
I'm gonna say Jordan.
And I would say Jordan had a glow up ever since she came to WWE. She now had a glow up. She looked great. And I will go with Jordan and Blake because anytime they want to take that belt off JC, I'm down. All right, NXT Championship. Oba Femi versus Yoshiki Nakamura versus Josh, huh?
Obafemi. You don't even have to say the rest.
You're not gonna let me. With Josh Briggs. Yeah, I'm gonna say Obafemi too, because like I said, ain't nobody taking that off him. All right, let's do Saturday night main event card. Starting from the newest match, US Championship, Solo versus Jimmy.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say Solo.
I'm gonna pick Jimmy because I'm gonna keep hope alive. Intercontinental Championship match, Dominic versus AJ Styles.
I'm hoping AJ. But I know it's gonna be Dominic. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna pick AJ because we don't get nothing for winning. Okay. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This is gonna be a good one.
Oh no.
This is gonna be good.
Good.
I
have faith in my Randy, but I don't know. I say it's a draw. I think they're going to do something stupid.
I just don't want to pick. I'm going to pick Drew because he just got back. All right. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins.
I want to say LA Knight so bad, but I know he ain't going to win.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Okay to pick somebody. Seth Rollins. All right. World Heavy Champion. Because you know why. All right. World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther versus Goldberg.
I'm going to say Goldberg, and then Seth is going to cash it.
I'm going to say Gunther's going to win. But also, yep, this is an opportunity for Seth to make his moment. That is true. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty of Evolution. Okay?
It's a lot going on.
There's a lot of matches, so just Jade Cargill versus Naomi, no holds barred match.
Naomi gonna beat her ass. She gonna break it to the floor. She gonna beware of caution.
I think it has to be Naomi. Jade keeps winning, so it's got to be Naomi this time. All right, Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky versus Bayley versus Lyra. What?
I just said about Bianca just interfering.
Bianca's still injured, quote unquote. She ain't coming to that match.
They didn't even announce everybody who's going to be at the Battle Royal. Anyway, go ahead.
Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky versus Bayley versus Lyra.
Becky, because she's going to do something stupid.
Bayley, girl, please win this, please. If you got to take out both of them, it's okay. It's okay to not be a fan favorite. You got to be selfish, Becky and Bayley. This is your moment, Bayley. Be more like Becky this time, okay?
Oh.
Be more like Becky because this is your moment and Lyra's in the way, so she got to go. Okay. Number 1 contenders battle royal. Title shot at Clash in Paris. Now, the people I have going to this so far: Stephanie Vaquer, Ivy Nile, Nikki Bella, Natalia, Maxine Dupree, Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Izzy Dame, interesting, Tatum Paxley, Zelina Vega, Julia, and Candice LeRae so far. I don't think they announced everybody, frankly.
That's why I said. That's why I'm like, you think Bianca's not going to be there, but she's definitely on the damn flyer.
Okay. Who do you think in this or any other list that's in your wildest dreams? I guess.
If Bianca shows up, I'm going to say it's Bianca. But if she doesn't show up, I'm going to say Natalia.
You know who I think it's going to be?
Stephanie.
Stephanie Vaquer. I could pick. That's who I'm picking. All right. It's the Women's Tag Team Championships. Fatal 4-Way. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus SmackDown's Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus NXT Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. The Kabuki Warriors returning for this one. Who you got?
Charlotte and Alexa.
I'll go Kabuki Warriors.
I had that in my head. She about to say Kabuki because they're actually a tag team.
Just for fun. All right. NXT Women's Championship. JC Jane versus Jordan Grace.
Wait, I thought that was an NXT.
No, this is a championship match. The day before is a tag team match.
Okay, I'm going to go with Jordan.
I'm going to go with Jordan because I swear to God, this is crazy. Please, JC, lose this title. All right. Especially because Jordan was supposed to be called up. So I don't understand this. The rumor mill is not rumoring. It's not working. And I need them to fix it because they told us Jordan was coming up. They told us she was coming up with Stephanie. And then voila, there's Stephanie. But there's no Jordan. And Jordan's hanging out with Blake. I mean, make it make sense. Is she going to stay down there and hang out with Blake?
I think Blake is going to take the championship off of her. I feel like that's going to be it.
Blake is a bit of a turncoat, as we saw in AEW. So wouldn't shock me. Saw what she did. I don't know if you saw what she did to Tony. Okay, I will send you the YouTube video. All right, then. WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Yay.
Tiffany. You about to say Trish, aren't you?
No.
I mean, it's not like Trish didn't win the championship. So.
It's definitely not Trish. So I will buy, I mean, listen. I must say Naomi cashes in. On this one.
I think she's going to tease cashing in, but I don't think she's going to cash in.
She always teasing. She got to stop teasing. You got to get to the main event. You can't just be teasing. Enough foreplay already. All right. Women's World Championship. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Yeah, Rhea. I don't disagree with that one. All right. That was our speed round. A lot to look forward to this week. Like I said, I'm going to be on a live stream, and we'll let you know more about those details as they surface. We want to remind you, this is your moment to hit that subscribe button if you have not done it yet, because we don't want you to miss not one moment of our reaction to this insane weekend. It's probably going to take us multiple days to go through all of these events. So just be on the lookout for our takes anywhere it could surface. It might necessarily be on YouTube. We might be on our website talking. We might be on TikTok. We might be on Instagram Live. Like, you never know what'll happen this weekend. So this is your moment to hit subscribe or to follow us on our socials. You can find us on X, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on
Threads.
Thank you, which is where I usually am during these things talking. I'm usually on Threads and occasionally X, but mostly Threads, because you can find me at Kiara Mama Pod. Go ahead and follow me on there and you'll see my reactions in real time. All right, where can I listen to this podcast?
So you can listen to us on, wait, you didn't say, did you say YouTube already? Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube. I said that.
I know, I realized that after I said it. Anyway, you can hear us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and see us. You can also hear us on Pocket Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Amazon Audible.
That's right, Audible. You can also catch us on our website, where you can catch all the content that you may not be able to find everywhere. It's all there at maineventmamaspodcast.com. You can also join our mailing list. You can also leave us a voicemail. Tell us which of our hot takes you agree with. Please be appropriate. That's your reminder.
But if you're not, we will blast you. I will blast you. I don't care. I will blast you on this place.
So we want to say, we're not new to this.
We're true to this. And this is Main Event Mamas.
Woo, woo.